again. Today, couldn't really decide where to go, what to do, but it's a lovely Sunday day off and wanted to just get out. So I've just come out, parked at my parents' place, and just going to go for a walk around the fields, around locally. Chuck the camera, lenses in the bag, brought the tripod. So just go for a walk. Hopefully we can get a few shots. Just watching these bees foraging on these poppies. So I've chucked the long lens on, 70-300, to just try and capture one. I want to try and capture one in flight off the poppy if possible. Struggling to get one in focus, but we'll take several shots and hopefully we'll get at least one. That'll be of some good, of some use. In the camera there, looking quite arty shots as well, with the bokeh in the dark background. They might be quite interesting when we get a moment, get some editing done. I've got the ISO up to 400 just to be able to get the shutter speed up. The shutter speed's up to 400ths of a second, because we're in a bit of a shaded area. So to get the exposure, I've had to up the ISO a bit as well. It's fascinating watching these working. Interesting just to get the camera out and take some shots. Yeah, we probably won't get anything, but it's always worth taking a few. Hopefully one will be a good one. Say the light is excessively harsh today, so I'm gonna try and wander across and see if I can find some shaded areas to try and dim the light, narrow the light down a little bit. I might even try a bit of macro today. We'll see if anything comes up. If anything pops up on the video later, then obviously we found something. If nothing else, this walk today is clearing ahead. We had a few pints of Somerset's finest last night at an 18th birthday party, so it's a good way to walk off a few pints of cider and get out in the countryside. Okay, so I've desperately been clambering around on my knees, chasing butterflies like an idiot, trying to capture a butterfly on these flowers. Taking several shots. I don't think I've got any that's sharp, but hopefully one will be. But anyway, that's enough of here. Let's move on. Okay, so we've come into this bit of a sheltered area just to get out the sun, really, just to get in a bit of shade for a bit, because it is a bit bright and a bit warm. Sweating the cider out. There's not a lot in here, to be honest, but there's a couple of things. There's some ivy leaves and the lights bouncing off a few things that I've just taken a few shots. I don't think there's anything very special in them, to be honest, but I've just captured a few. So if there's any that's any good, I'll chuck them. I'll put a couple on the video anyway, just to see, just to fill it out, really. We're a little bit short on content this morning. Okay, so we promised a bit of macro, so I've just set up now to get a few shots of this flower head. The difficulty with macro is always depth of field, so sometimes you're better off taking a selection of images, different focus ranges, and then stacking them to enable you to get the whole image in focus. Right, so what I'm doing is taking a shot and then adjusting the focus very slightly. We're in manual focus to focus through the range of the shot. Okay, so you finish up with a selection of 5 or 6 images that then you can stack, focus stack, which I'll do a separate instructional video on that at some point as to how to focus stack to enable you to get the full depth of field and your macro shot in focus. When I was setting up this shot, there were some bees floating around on the head of the flowers. They seem to have disappeared, but I'm just gonna sit here quiet, and hopefully some will return in a minute, and maybe I can get a shot of this flower with a bee on its head. So we're just sitting waiting quietly. It's nice. Right, so I've set the focus. I've linked up the trigger release so I can sit back a little bit, and we're just sat waiting for some bees to come and land on this flower head. I've put the aperture down as I think I'm at f22 now to try and get as much depth of field as possible. So obviously once I've got a bee on there, I can't do different focus ranges. So I'm just going to have to take individual shots and hope we get one that's nice and sharp. So let's just sit and wait. Okay, sat watching these. There's a bit of a pattern forming. There's some bees that turn up, do their foraging, disappear a few minutes, and then they're back again. So I'm just hoping that a few of them will make their way across to the head that I'm set up on fairly soon. Well, it's been a nice morning out strolling around the countryside. Just locally around my parents' place out in the fields. Not got a lot, I don't think, photography wise. I do admire the wildlife photographers that spend hours just sat in hides, because I was sat waiting for a while to try and catch that bee and a few butterflies, and after about 10 minutes I started getting a bit bored and decided to walk on a bit further. But anyway, I think we're nearly done for the day. Okay, so you know now, if you like what you're seeing, please comment down below, or and give the video a like, and get on that subscription button and subscribe, so that you can keep up with my latest content. So I'll keep them coming. So I'll see you for now. So take it easy.